It's blooming.
Hey, is this thing on?
Welcome to another episode of our recording. Man, this is episode 14, I think, of season 2. Crazy. Been having a lot of fun with it. But today we are joined by Jarris Jones. Gotta give some claps. Hey, birthday boy himself. Just turned 21, man. Just how does it feel? How does it feel to finally be legal?
Finally be a man.
Oh, okay. I woke up yesterday morning. I just felt new. Ain't gotta use fake IDs no more. I can just go get what I want, man. It's a blessing to be here. So, yeah.
I'm happy for you, man. I was tired of having to talk to bouncer and like, hey, this is my man's right
Yeah.
here. Like, he young, it's literally called me like, I'm tired of giving you IDs. Like, it's long, but that's your OG. It's my job. It's my job. I'm glad that responsibility is off my shoulders. You know what I mean? Because I got heavy shoulders now that I've been going to the gym. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad. I'm happy for you, man.
Appreciate that.
And now you're gonna share what happened at your X-ray birthday party at the beginning of the month.
You want to do that? We're not here for that.
Yeah, we should probably explain why we're here. I think a lot of this video is going to be dominated by the JID album review. So if you're interested in JID, we're going to put some timestamps in the video. We're going to do like a kind of long conversation about what we liked about the album and stuff like that. But we're going to have other stuff that we're going to talk about, including Witchcraft. So if you're into that, you should go find that instead.
We'll have everything in the timestamps at the beginning, but I think a good way to Gage, you said it best. Like this with this week's episode, we got some great topics. This has been a pretty newsworthy week, like with all the shit we love. You know what I mean? So
and let's start with JID, man, because I've been wanting to get my shit off about this album for a while.
Pause.
Did that need a pause?
What?
Well, I'm just like I feel like
hey, Gage, keep talking, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start with JID's his third studio album. I believe. Yeah, third studio album, the sequel to the Never Story, the Forever Story, and it had been like 2.5 years since we'd heard from JID,
I think
or at least it might have been a little bit longer, but that was the last time we got a solo project with him was DiCaprio 2, and we got this new album. And it lived up to expectations and exceeded them for me personally. I think we just really got to know who JID is on this album. I feel like that was the one thing we were really missing from him as an artist. We know the skill is there. We know how talented he is. But now we know his backstory. And this is kind of like, I'm not going to say it's his magnum opus. I think he's capable of a lot more. But this might be the album that opens him to the mainstream.
That's not a bad take to say because I feel like all of us here are like super JID fans. Like we love him. Like I remember like one of my first concert ever was seeing JID at House of Blues in Dallas. Like and that shit was amazing. So I love this album. Like Gage, I know how much you've been hyping it up. All of us have been like just as anticipatory of it as you have been. But this album is honestly really dope. Like for those of you that love hip hop and love rap, like especially Southern hip hop, this is the fucking shit. Like, I know we're starting early with the cursing, but this album fucking deserved it. It's so good, dog. Like
it has a little bit of everything. Like when you really think about it, he's got singing, he's rapping his ass off, he's got bars, clever wordplay, like everything that you wanted out of this album. I feel like JID did it. You got bangers on here, you got slow songs. I mean, he didn't miss.
Yeah, when it came to the album, I mean, I wish they had the 2007 song on it. I wish they could have been released with the album. But I mean,
I got it on there.
I know. But I mean, if you're going top to bottom, I mean, I like how it's not feature heavy. I didn't expect James Blake to be on it. Ari Lennox did a great job, obviously, as you always do.
Bro, that interlude was amazing. Like, oh my God.
Incredible, man.
And Ari Lennox has an album coming out next week. Like,
yes, sir. Yeah.
Yes, bro.
But like, I don't even think that was an interlude. That was like a real track.
That
was on Can't Make You Change.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that song. Like Ari killed it. And then JID put in a crazy verse. Got another chorus from Ari. She killed it. Like, I really, and to your point, Jarris, like the features on this album, I love the James Blake feature and that it was hidden in the album. But the 21 Savage verse, obviously we heard with surround sound. Earth Gang went absolutely nuts on Can't Punk Me.
Yes.
The bars on that were fucking crazy. They said, Earth Gang, just go nuts. JID's doing that. We want to see it too. That's one of my favorite tracks.
Bro, like you guys, I think something that we're like forgetting to mention is how good JID has become at storytelling. Because the storytelling is for me, like, not to get too technical for people that like don't give a fuck, but I give a fuck, so fuck y'all. Like the storytelling on Crack Sandwich, Brother Them, Sister and Them, Just in Time, Better Days, Money. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like, like it's so good. Like, I know all of us, like you guys said how much you guys love Ari, like the Earth Gang. Shout out to Wayne. He had my favorite feature on the whole fucking project. I love that Wayne feature. Hey, I loved it, bro.
I think the Wayne feature was good. I don't know if it was as good as I expected, but I think it was because I compared it to JID's verse. And the way that JID comes off right after Wayne finishes his verse at the end of the song, I'm at the scrimmage line. What the fuck does he say? Like, it's crazy. Like, he just jumps right back into it. It sounds so, like, easy to him. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm a big fan of this album.
Yeah, when it I'm trying to see, like, just to be able to, like, I mean, this has been a big year for albums, but I feel like just to be able to hold your own with this year of albums that came out is just amazing to me. Like, this album stands out to me in terms of all the albums that came out this year. I mean, Kendrick Lamar is my favorite one this year, but if I had to give like a ranking, like so far all the albums to the course of these 8 months, like this is my top 5. Wow. And I think it contends for album of the year. Like, to me though,
I know.
I already feel like it's number 1, bro.
We talk about a lot about last decade. We talk a lot about how last decade, 2016 was a great year. 2013 was a great year for music. Dog, we might look back and look at how good 2022 was for music. Because, bro, think about it. We got a Kendrick album. We got the JID album.
Pusha T album.
We had the Joey Badass album. We had Steve Lacy.
We had
Denzel Curry.
Denzel
Curry. Oh my goodness. Curry.
Benny the Butcher.
Dreamville did another thing again this year.
The Gangsta Grills mixtape. Yep.
Dog, Larry June, like, and I know a lot of people aren't a big fan of it, but we even got a Drake project this year, bro. Like,
Brent Faiyaz,
dog. Like,
yeah, it's crazy. It's been a crazy month.
And we still got. I know this is like kind of like we're in the last quarter of music. Like, we only got 3 months left, and we probably won't see. We got Beyonce too. That's another one that we forgot to mention. But we have 3 months left in the year. Like, it's gonna be really top as far as hip hop wise to top what we have so far as album of the years. Like, bro, this year of music has been so good.
Did Vince drop this year too?
Yes.
Didn't Vince drop this year?
Yes.
Yeah, Vince dropped this year too.
Right?
He's had my favorite project.
Vince Staples, Buddy, West Side.
West Side Gun.
No, not West Side Gun.
West Side Boogie. Oh,
West Side Boogie.
Amazing project. Like, bro, we still have like 3 months left, and like, who knows? Maybe we get a Schoolboy Q album.
Yeah, I saw a
that
snippet
would be crazy.
Jarris, you saw that he was previewing a lot of his music on Twitch. Like, bro, it sounds so good. Like, bro, this year's music has been. We still got a Freddie Gibbs project that he started to roll out this week. I know he keeps getting beat up on the side of the street. But that what is it, Dino's Barbecue? Freddie, I love Freddie Gibbs' music and his whole persona, but he got to stop getting beat up. That old beef with him and Benny is hilarious.
I respect it though. Like, they ain't shooting, they just beating his ass. Like,
I fuck with it. Like, no guns, man. Come on, get that shit out, man. Our recording is against gun violence.
I gotta keep it a buck though. I think the most anticipated album that we're still waiting for this year is Travis Scott. I was just about to say
we still got Travis
Utopia. We'll see, man.
If you want to hear our thoughts about the Utopia album and what we expect, you can check our most anticipated albums left in the year. We'll put it up here. But like Travis Scott, we still have Uzi coming. We still have Freddie Gibbs, who I think will have a very strong contender for album of the year when his turn is up. Like, I can't wait. And we still got 3 months left. Like, bro, this year is gonna go. We had a weekend album this year.
Yeah.
Like, dog,
Yeah, that was at the very beginning of the year. I totally forgot about that.
We had a Gunna album. We have a Lil Baby album coming very soon.
I'm so ready for that.
It's been a great year. Like, each month is something new. I love it.
Okay, so who is one artist? I have mine locked and loaded. This is my answer all the time. Who do you think has to drop this year? Or I guess who would drop this year that would make this year perfect for y'all?
That's a good question. I'll forget Joey.
For me,
Badass.
it's Frank Ocean.
I was gonna say the Dutcher for Joey Badass, but he dropped. I forgot. Like, that's how much music has came out. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Shout out Earl too. Like, a lot of projects that like haven't gotten the respect that it deserves.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'll say another name besides Frank Ocean because that's kind of mainstream.
Gage, what was your first one?
I said Frank Ocean, but I'll go with Sampha too. I need a new Sampha album. Why the hell have we not heard from this guy? Like, he was on Kendrick's album and probably one of the best songs on the album. And where has he been?
I need it.
Yeah, SpongeBob looking at the water, man. I need it.
And the last time we heard of him was on Carter 5. Like, and he murdered it on that Wayne track. Like, you got some good days. You took Frank Ocean and Sampha. For me, a perfect year. My go-to answer is always Kanye, but I won't use that as a crutch this time. For me, it's for me, like, I'm waiting on Gibbs. Like, Freddie Gibbs is who I'm waiting for. Like, Triple S, Soul Separately is what I've been waiting for the whole year.
For me, I would say Childish Gambino or damn, what's his? I just had it in my head. What's his name?
He's getting nervous.
Yeah. Since I can't think of it, Childish Gambino is who I want to hear because the album he dropped during quarantine. I mean, it was
one of my favorite albums. One of my favorite.
It was great, but I mean, I saw the reviews and I was like pissed off that people was like, they was being real nitpicky because the albums, the names were just numbers, so you couldn't remember like certain songs because you have to think of the number and da da da. But it was a solid album during quarantine. I want to hear something new from him to end the year. I think with the way that he's going, I mean, Atlanta finna come out in think 2 weeks, and I think that. I mean, I still think he got something in the tank in terms of music, so I want to see what else he can drop.
Especially his next album is supposed to be his last album under Childish Gambino, so I would be very. I love Childish Gambino and anything Donald Glover does, so I'm with you there on that one.
Yeah, but that's the future. And even if any of these people drop, I got to be completely honest and unbiased here because you guys know how much I love Frank Ocean too. But let's go back to the JID album. This might already be my album of the year, guys. Like, I'm for real. Like, some of the punchlines and the like just wordplay on this. Hold on, what does he say on Radar? He goes, "Trying to see how many urns I could earn." Just that, like, what?
That man can rap.
He's a philosopher.
Hey, Gage, what you say? Y'all might be listening, but y'all ain't hearing him.
Y'all ain't
hearing it.
You're not hearing it, man.
Like, bro, JID can rap his ass off, and when he's been, because for the past 5 years, like, especially after DiCaprio 2, he's been saying, like, I'm one of the best rappers alive, if not the best rapper alive. And this album, he is very much backing that up. He is very much backing it up.
Yeah, like, I knew the album was gonna be good because even his features this year have been crazy. So I was thinking, like, when he drop an album, I know he's gonna go nuts. So Gage, I'm with you, man. I think I want to say top 3 or top 5 for me this year. And I'm biased, so I give it to Kendrick for number 1, but JID is really close, man. I can't lie to you.
It's in my top 5 for sure, top 3. Like, for me, so far as of August 31st, I still got Vince, I still got Kendrick, I got him. I'm still in love with the Future album. I might be in the small minority.
Future dropped too. Oh
Future
my
album
god,
is great. That y'all don't give it the respect it deserves. It's so good. The Future album. He has 2 Song of the Year candidates on there, and 5 has to be so far Steve Lacy.
Yep.
Those 5 for me. You know who else is coming too? Who we haven't been talking about? Offset and the singles he's had.
Right.
The last
and then you had that song that was produced by Baby Keem. Yeah.
Offset's coming. I'd like to see a single. This is gonna be like, I think this is his first album like officially like not connected with the Migos.
Saba dropped this year.
Saba dropped a great album this year.
I want Samino to drop. I really want Samino to drop an album this year, but I don't think he will.
I think he will.
But it's something I would hope he does really soon.
And we still waiting on that Dirk Metro album.
Is 21 Savage dropping this year too?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, I think maybe this year.
I think, but
that would be crazy if he did, because I feel like he could do a top 5. I feel like he'll sneak into a top 5 if he did drop an album this year.
Bro, that Dirk and Metro album is gonna be nuts. Like, it's gonna be nuts. Oh, look at us having a little music moment. Look at us, man.
Young Nudie just dropped.
Yes.
I mean, Kate Renata dropped a single with Anderson. Man, it's been a crazy year.
Hey, man, us music lovers, we eating right now.
Good this year. Buddy dropped an album. It's
070 Shake. Oh,
there's no Playboy Cardi though.
Cardi
hey, Cardi
Destroy
is coming though. He's got to be Destroy Lonely. Are we gonna start that conversation right now?
No.
Hey, man.
Hey, we can talk about it. We can talk about another trendy rapper though. You guys want to talk about the AI rapper?
Oh, brother. That's Gage's favorite new rapper.
Like, did he ever? Was it ever music put out?
Yeah. So see, that's what I was wondering. Is like I saw it and I wanted to see if you guys knew anything about it.
No. The rapper MEKA, like, it's weird. Like, he's a completely AI generated rapper, and we've had like, you know what I mean, like not personal like rappers or artists before. Like Gorillaz is like they're artists, but they don't really like show their bodies. You know what I mean? They use cartoons. Like we've had MF Doom come out and perform and it not be MF Doom. Like we've had stuff like this before, but this is on a whole new level. Like it's scary because record labels are removing the middleman, the artist. And I think that's the most important piece. Because if you see it, like, I can see the way this is going, bro. Because MEKA probably won't stick, and in a couple months we might forget about it.
Right.
But the fact that they were able to pull this off and pull the wool over our eyes for at least like a week, like, it's scary.
Yeah. So like, what was the whole situation with the thing? Like, how did it come to be? Is my question.
So from what I've read, MEKA was this AI generated rapper created by Capitol Records, right? Where they basically hired a writing team and the label promoted him as if he was an actual rapper because they made music behind him. There is a voice behind the rapper, an actual person that raps for him, but like he's not the one. He basically signed off the fact that that's him. Like MEKA has colored hair, nose ring, face tats.
Yeah, I seen that.
And that's so nasty, like in itself. Like, is that what they really think of us?
Right.
Like the
yeah,
fact
let me see if this is gonna work like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck?
It's so nasty. Like the fact that these record labels are like, oh, what do we think of? Oh, what? How should we design our AI rapper? Oh, let's give him the stereotypical nose ring, face tat, green hair. Like,
they gave him green eyes.
Like, bro, is that really what you think
He's
of?
wearing a puffy jacket, fat gold chain.
Is that really what they think of black men? Like, like,
Nice.
and the nastiest thing of it all came when the rapper made that post about him being arrested by the police. That was so nasty, bro.
I didn't see that. What is that?
Bro, hold on. Like, it's some of the nastiest.
He has a grill. This is crazy.
Like,
I mean, I had seen like a couple of the TikToks come up about it, but I haven't heard like any of the music.
That's what
Has
I'm
he
saying.
made like actual songs?
yes.
Where's the music at? AI.
Like, He's had actual music like released like on SoundCloud, not even on SoundCloud, like that he'll release on like all the platforms. And Capitol Records has started to take some of the stuff down, but it's just so nasty because it's like he made a whole post talking about like him being brutalized by the police officer, and it seemed like they were doing like they weren't doing a caricature, but it seemed like they were trying to do like it seemed like they were trying to do the Kendall Jenner, like, here, take a Pepsi, let's solve all the problems, you know what I mean? Like, it felt like one of those nasty, like, publicity stunts. Like, it's so nasty. Like, what this is going to be.
Do you think we're going to see more of this in the future, though? Like, this is only the beginning?
Yes.
Nah.
I think.
No, no.
I definitely think.
If it went this bad the first time, and actually you're right, Ethan, because if it went this bad the first time, someone other gonna be like, you know what, maybe we can like learn from their mistakes and make an even better fake rapper.
Yeah, because like next time they might not even have like the voice behind it. Like it might not be an actual person. Next time it just might be the computer. Because technology is so advanced that they might not even need an actual person to voice it. They'll just hire a writing team to write all the songs. They already have all the algorithms of what it'll take to get on the playlist because of Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all this stuff.
And that's
they want. It's scary, bro.
It is kind of scary because it's also, when you think about it, like artists, you know, have to die. If this is an AI, like AIs don't die. Yeah. They could be making music for decades without ever having to worry about, you know, not making money, because if they're the, you know, they're the only AI that's out there doing shit, like, cause they do it in Japan too, like with, fuck, I forgot what it was called. There was like a blue hair girl, and she would like be on stage singing, and she was like an anime character, but.
Oh, are you talking about like their pop stars?
Yeah.
Their idols. Yeah. They
I think
AI
it's
idols now. But what I'm saying,
I think it's like Me Too or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's scary, bro, because like record labels already don't give a fuck about paying artists. Like they're already fighting with them over the scraps now. Imagine next time with the AI rapper, they don't have like opinions, they don't have a voice. Like it'll be so easy to control them. And once they hit it off with one, like the best way I can compare it is like, imagine whenever. Like, we might be a little too young, but like, imagine, you remember toll booths used to have actual people in them, but now it's just like they don't have people; they just have the cameras. It's like that now with music.
Yeah. I remember as a kid, we used to go through them. Like someone used to be like right there, and now I ain't got no easy tag. So when I get caught by flashing lights, you know, it's
brokey.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
But you guys get what I was saying, like, bro, like, it's because already, like, in the past decade, you hear all the old head complaining about, like, oh, real art is dead, real music is dead, and I feel like that's such a harsh criticism, and in certain aspects they're true, but in a lot of aspects they're wrong. But now, if the AI, if we on our watch let AI rappers become a thing, like, oh, this gonna hurt.
It's gonna be crazy.
So let me get the consensus. Are we against AI rappers, all three of us?
Yes.
I'm not for it. I don't think it's something
it's nasty, bro. Like,
I need in my life.
Well, our favorite rapper, NBA Youngboy, actually has a song with FN MEKA.
You're lying. And don't say our favorite rapper.
Yeah. He tried to sneak that in.
My name down there is Jarris Jones, not Jason Collins.
That's Jason Collins.
Hey, it says, I don't know if this is real.
Jason ain't even a real Youngboy fan. When truth came to shove.
It's on the Apple Music thing.
You guys have a music page?
Yeah. And it says never broke again.
Jarris, well, Jason ain't really a Youngboy fan. Like when truth came to shove and the lights was brightest, they asked him who his favorite rapper was. He said Lil Baby. I know all the youngies out there are going to
lights too bright.
The lights too bright for him.
It just came out 5 days ago.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, these corporations don't give a fuck, because they already released an apology about the police brutality post they made, and they was just like, okay, well, now let's release another song. Like, it's so nasty, bro.
Nah, I'd be sick. You catch me listening to an AI rapper.
Bro, if they play FM MEKA at a party, I swear to God, they play
getting kicked off the aux.
Yeah, hey, just kick me out. Just make me walk. There's no way. There's no way.
Out of all our friends, who's gonna be the first one to play FM MEKA at a party?
Travis.
I was gonna say Bird.
Hey, I can see Fernand's doing it too.
Oh, Fern. But he gonna be trolling doing it. Travis gonna be serious.
Travis gonna be like, the bars. He's got bars.
Travis should be like, bro, this dude kind of hard. Like, I can see the track with Lucky, and it's like Travis. That's the AI rapper. He gonna be like, oh, I was just kidding. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
No better. It's okay.
He don't know no better. Nah, but like I just thought it was like an interesting point, like us talking about music now to talk about like just the future of music, because that shit is like nasty, and it's so nasty because like if you think about it with the algorithms and them just having a writing team, it comes off so inorganic. You know what I mean? Like, and it feels like that's what a lot of art or what a lot of art has become nowadays. Is a lot of repurposed, remastered art. Like, look at TV shows. They're just doing old shows. They redid How I Met Your Mother. Look at movies.
I don't know why I did that shit. I mean, also like,
like
in terms of video games, I mean, Last of Us comes out tomorrow, remastered, and I think it's gonna sell about the same or even more as when it came out. Well, I was in 7th grade, so that's like 2012. So, it's just crazy to look at.
I think we should probably like talk about what the difference is too, because I feel like I'm okay with a good remaster, but remakes are kind of where I'm like, I'm not really sure how I feel about that, because a remaster is like the original thing just enhanced. Right. So like The Last of Us is going to be same game as the first one.
Already bought it.
Yeah. Better graphics, better audio, all of the stuff. No, but I think the remasters are fine. I think, if you like that piece of media and it's just a better way to enjoy it, that's fine. But for me, like the remakes of a show like How I Met Your Mother and just like rebranding it as How I Met Your Father. And if you watched How I Met Your Mother, you're going to like the show. That's not the case. It's not the same shit. Stop doing that.
And I'm so like sick of it. Like, cause I feel like how, especially like the last like 5-6 years, like that's all they've been doing. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm one of the biggest fans of the MCU. You'll find, like, I genuinely enjoy the Marvel shit. Bro, it's just a bunch of just everything that people make now is in the hopes of it being franchised. You make a movie so that you can get a cinematic universe. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a TV show, that you can make 3 or 4 spin-off TV shows. Like, it's so, like, when is it gonna be like real? When is the era of real creativity gonna come back to pop culture? Like, I hate, like, it sounds like I'm being an old head.
Yeah.
But it's like, dog, I'm so sick and tired of these remakes, dog. Like it's, look at video games, bro. They sell, EA is on fraud, has been on fraud watch for 20 years. EA has been taking advantage of the black community.
We got some new mechanics. I mean, I get fooled by it every year though, because I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, I know you're the part of the problem. EA.
I do the same thing though, bro. I tell myself every year I'm not gonna buy the game, and I do.
It's how it worked though. Like, my friends are gonna get it. I enjoy playing the game. My friends, I'm gonna buy the game.
But have some standards. Get another game. Don't get.
I don't have them. I don't have them.
But that's the problem, Ethan. Is like, okay,
you gotta start blaming. Enough with blaming the corporations. We have to start blaming the consumer. People like Jarris will keep buying these EA games.
No, hold on.
Ain't nothing.
We should be blaming these guys. Why the hell do they only license their entire franchise to one game? There's no competition.
They know people like y'all gonna eat it up, and y'all don't only care.
I was just on
that.
that.
Gonna buy that. Yeah, I know you're part of the problem.
I would play 2K if they had like a 2K football game.
Give me like 2K14 again and 2K17.
No. How about you buy a new game, not 2K?
I mean, I got MLB. I play Rainbow.
MLB is EA, right?
You said what?
Yeah, EA, 2K. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, ain't nothing more detrimental to the black community than EA. EA has been robbing black men for years, and we need to have a conversation about it. They keep repurposing these damn games. They keep doing it. It's sickening.
Every year it comes back. You got some new mechanics. That shit ain't new. I'm gonna get it.
Roster.
I'm gonna get it.
Jarris, the thing is, it's not even new, bro. It was on like 2K7.
I know.
15 years later, like precision shooting, like.
I get it. And I'm going to complain. I'm going to sit here and say, like, I remember I was playing 2K22 like a few weeks ago. I was like, I'm not buying a new one this year. Hey, bro, you saw that new build that came out? You saw the new videos? I'm getting it. It's already I'm done. So,
like, bro, and like precision passing in Madden, like, bro, you can lead your receiver to the ball, bro. They have that like in Madden, whatever. Like, enough is enough. We have to take a stand as
the
black
breaking
men.
tackles feature.
We have to take a stand as black men engage against EA. Like, we can't keep letting them get away with this. I know every year, but I'm taking a stand. I will not buy another EA in 2K until they change something.
Ain't like you ain't doing nothing to nobody. They're gonna make their bread. I mean, but it's like with people in Ultimate Team or like
yes.
they make so much money off of. Bro, it's crazy because like they make so much money off people buying these packs. They're never gonna change it because you got content creators. They're gonna do it. Like I have the best team.
And then the people that watch, and not to blame content creators because you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They like what they eat, but like we gotta start blaming the audience, man. Enough with this fast food content. Like let's start enjoying some steak, some pork chop, some caviar. Enough with the McDonald's. Enough. Let's have some standards.
But I mean, you don't think it has to do with the fact that you only have that game to play? Like I'm saying, do you remember when we had NBA Live and NBA 2K?
Yes, and NBA Live had All-Star Weekend that you used to be able to play like as its own game.
That's what I'm saying. And it's like some people would say, "Fuck lie, 2K."
After that whole rant, if NBA 2K came back with All-Star Weekend, I would buy it next
week. You buy it.
But they don't do stuff like that's some real creative stuff.
Because there's no competitiveness in the field. The thing is, like, it doesn't force 2K or EA or whatever to change the game because there's no one to push them. They know that people are going to buy the game every year because they're adding one new feature and a bunch of ultimate team packs.
Yeah.
That's not sustainable.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is that because the quality has obviously diminished, right? And we could say that there's been a lack of competition, especially with these games. And it's had like look at Call of Duty. Like as soon as it had competition with Apex and Fortnite, Call of Duty went like this. Like people aren't buying Call of Duty anymore because of it. And they can tell you all these numbers and all these stats that they from the surveys that they've done. But we all know the truth. Like people don't be playing Call of Duty and stuff like that no more.
Yeah, I see. Like they're going to Valorant. They're going to the amount of people that stream Valorant is kind of crazy too. Like the Call of Duty leagues. I mean,
CS:GO.
I used to like this Call of Duty league. I used to like be into, but like now I'm not. I'm just not really doing it no more because I got other stuff I can watch. But when it comes to 2K and Madden, like. There's no comp for them. NBA Live has came out since what? I think NBA Live 17. So
yeah, they stopped for a while and then like brought it back like 2K16 or not 2K, Live 16, Live 17, and then stopped again because it was trash. But
you guys get what I'm saying? Like at a certain point, when do we start blaming the audience? When do we start blaming the audience? Like, let's take a stand. Because I'm with y'all, man. I'm with y'all. Like, there's been a lack of competition, but at a certain point, we all gotta get together and be like, dog, we ain't buying this shit. We're not gonna take these sponsorship deals from 2K to buy these packs. You know what I'm saying? Like, enough is enough. Like, think about it. Look how many years it took all these video games to even touch like franchise mode or career mode.
They still haven't done very much with either of those modes.
All they care about is Ultimate Team.
The last good 2K career mode to me is 2K17. 2K17 is the best 2K I've ever played. So it's like
that's the one with let me guess. Anthony Davis?
No, you thinking of 2K16.
That was 16.
It was Anthony Davis, Steph Curry, I think it was James Harden. Mm-hmm. 2K16. That's the story. That's the story. It's a Spike Lee one. It's a Spike Lee story with 2K16. 2K17 is Michael B. Jordan and Kobe.
Yes.
That one. So I don't know, man.
Like look at like it goes like look at even movies like bro like it's just a bunch of remakes, dog. Like I know every couple of years we'll get like a couple good like original movies, but like you'll see the trend. It'll be one original movie to break out the trend, and then for the next year, 2 years, you'll see 7 different remakes or 7 different variations of the same story. Like, because they have so much stuff they have to like go up against. Like, think about it. There's the reason why you see all these directors like Tarantino and all of them. They only make period pieces because they're so tired of the BS. Like, there's so much stuff that has to go on now when it comes to inclusion and stuff in television and movies, that we never thought about the repercussions of it, of the actual quality has gone down. And don't get me wrong, like inclusion is important, and in TV shows and movies, entertainment, like it's especially important. But you're driving away a lot of these actors, these directors, because it's hard for them to create that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too many steps in the game when they've been creating movies since the 80s, and they're like, man, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm just going to stick to making movies about Tarantino, like Django, you know what I'm saying? I can get away with doing this type of stuff because I can lean on the fact that, well, the reason why I didn't include this, and that is because it's the Civil War. It's the 1800s, you know what I mean?
Yeah, have you seen that guy on TikTok? He's like, let's make a Disney movie or a Tarantino movie. He has the recipes all down, and like when I watch those, I'm like, oh, I will watch that because it's the same recipe. He gets it, man. He got me. Like, I don't know. I'm part of the problem for sure. So
at least you recognize it though. That's good. Self-awareness.
Man. I don't know. Does that kind of like come into the question of like, is there anything original now?
I mean, there is like there's so much crazy story. Like, we've been so like focused in on like remaking and remastering stuff that we're ignoring the great stories that are happening right in front of our eyes. Like, a perfect example, right? This past week, famous soccer player Paul Pogba, French national team player, used to play for Juventus and Man United, right? Yeah. Paul Pogba just moved to play for Juventus, right? He hasn't really even played a game for Juventus because he's been hurt. He's already in the news because his brother is blackmailing him for witchcraft. He said that his brother, before games, has been doing witchcraft to gain hurt against Kylian Mbappe, which Paul Pogba has already came out and said, I have not been doing witchcraft on that type of stuff. I've only been doing it like helping, like in the hopes of it improving my health and me not getting injured. You know what I'm saying? Even though that hasn't worked because he gets hurt like every other week and he's hurt right now. But like, it's just so wild to see like those type of stories. Like, bro, his brother has been a part of his career, his whole entire career. And like literally like a flip of a switch last week, it come out that like he made like it looked like a ransom video. Like, he was like, Paul Pogba, my brother, he's fallen too straight. Like, we need to fix him. He's if he doesn't pay me this amount of money, I will expose him. Like, it's crazy because that's what a lot of people have been saying, is that his brother might have been taken from the mafia. They're using him as ransom, which I think is some of the wildest shit. That if somebody made a movie on that, all jokes, I would watch that movie instantly. Like, bro,
that is really funny.
Imagine if what's his name, right? Imagine if Kawhi Leonard, his uncle, comes out next week talking about if Kawhi doesn't pay me $1 million, I'm gonna expose what happened in San Antonio. And it turns out that Kawhi Leonard has been sacrificing goats before each finals game. Like, bro, imagine how wild that would be.
Hey, our marketing director Danny told us to talk about Tom Brady and Giselle also being involved in the witchcraft.
So what does he do? Does anyone know?
Yeah, what counts as witchcraft? And is Aaron Rodgers taking ayahuasca? Does that count as witchcraft?
I don't know what he does. Like, someone could say that Kyrie burning sage is witchcraft. Like, what do we?
We'll get to him too, but
all right.
I'm not done with you.
Yeah,
we're not done with you, Kyrie.
No, but it's so crazy because, like, all jokes aside, we're not like clowning like the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like African culture, like, and not just African culture. Like when it comes to like witchcraft and spirits and all that stuff, that's what we're doing. We're just saying like, bro, it's wild. Like, it's wild that like these type of stories are happening. And nobody's talking about it. Like, bro, this is what first take should be talking about right now.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Like, enough. We get it with the Cowboys, the Tom Brady's the GOAT. We get it. Let's start talking about some witchcraft. Enough is enough.
Will France lose in the World Cup due to this curse?
Due to witchcraft. Yeah, like going back to the Tom Brady stuff, like Giselle came out and said like over like I think it was like in 2018, 2019 after the Falcons Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Falcons are the last Tampa Super Bowl. She came out and said that he does like witchcraft and stones and healing stones and that type of stuff before games. And she said that it's not crazy, which is already like wild in a sense that you have to include that, but that it's like it's more so the intent of like just vibes, you know what I'm saying? Put good energy out there, which I'm all for. Maybe we need to start doing that before we record. We need to light some candles. We need to do like grab some stones, right? Like some birthstones. Like my birthstone is emerald. What's y'all's birthstones?
I don't know it.
You
I think
mine's.
I don't know.
Let's see, because I'm
not gonna sit here and guess and look stupid. So
let's guess. Let's get all the
I got
girls
mine.
are gonna be on your fucking ass.
Yeah. What do I Google?
Well, what's your birthday? Your birthday's August 30th, right?
Right.
Just look up August birthstone.
Oh, isn't it? I think mine's a sapphire.
Mine's an emerald.
Oh yeah, emerald baby.
Yeah. Air vibe. All right. Yeah. Man, we're gonna get.
Mine's a paradise.
You a Taurus?
Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
You look like a Taurus.
What is that supposed to mean?
Mine means friendship, companion, and clarity.
Clarity for you?
Okay.
That's enough of this fun.
Okay. What does yours mean? Where's yours at?
Emerald. Oh, you're a paradise. That's honestly the lamest stone ever.
No, the fuck is not.
Hold on. Can we take this opportunity to invite anyone onto the show, and especially girls, who do like the tarot, especially the tarot, like the tarot cards?
Actually, we need to do that. I would love.
That's what I'm saying.
I would love to experience that, and then like see what it's all about.
Do tarot card reading. If you guys want to see us do a tarot card reading live on air, I know,
or can help us find someone who can help us do it.
Yes.
DM us, message us on social media at AWR_podcast or our recording on Instagram, like or Twitter. Like that would be a great episode idea. Because we need to get to the bottom of this. Because Paradise sound like the lame. Actually, it might not be the lamest.
It's not lame. It's
tourmaline sound fire. That sound like a pasta. Am I pronouncing it right? The one
I don't think you are, actually.
Because think about it. Garnet is hard. Like I think of Steven Universe.
Yes, sir. And Paradise is a character from Steven Universe. She used to be bad. Now she's good.
Oh. She's good.
Oh.
But that's what I'm saying. Paradise. It's not the worst name. Like Tourmaline is probably. I guarantee you, I'm not saying it right. I guarantee.
Where are you seeing that? For what? What month?
It's for October, right?
I see Opal for October.
Oh, that shit. It might be Opal. I'm looking at.
Oh my god, some false. What's going on, man?
See, Emerald, Gage, for me and you. Emerald has been synonymous with the color green since ancient times. A fine emerald is a truly breathtaking sight, and this member of the Peril family deserves its place in it.
Wait, hold on. Is this gonna help me get girls?
I think it does.
Well,
I'm all ears.
What's your sign?
He's a Taurus. Obviously.
Yeah, what's your sign? Yeah, I'm a Taurus.
What's your sign?
I'm a Gemini.
You know what? I need to go on a little rant.
All right, let's hear it, Jarris.
Hold on. Whenever I say I'm born August 30th, they be like, "Oh, you're a Virgo," and they make a sneak face. I'm like, I'm a good guy. Like, there's nothing wrong with a Virgo man. I'm a good Virgo man. Like, what's the discrepancy?
Hey, we've had kink shaming. We need to stop star sign shaming. Enough is enough.
Thank you. Because I'm tired of it.
Hashtag stop star sign shaming.
You don't know everything
so
about
are y'all saying y'all are against horoscopes?
No. Yes, I'm a hater because you don't know everything about me based off the time I was born, the month I was born, and the day. You don't know everything about me. You don't know me.
See, that's kind of fair. I feel like they're very generic. They're very generic descriptions of how you might be feeling, and you're like, oh, that does sound like me. Like I don't.
Somebody like went on a whole like 5 minutes just describing who I am, and you just met me. I'm like, what's going on?
But that's good you're in.
What
like,
are we doing?
You could dispute it. You could be like, they'll be like, oh, you a Gemini, like you two-faced, and then I'll be like, no, I'm not two-faced. I just got two different me's. Like there's two different parts of me's. You know what I'm saying? Like you could spin it and flip it.
You wanna,
put your thing down, flip it in reverse. And, I'm not from my different thing yet.
I'm finna end the recording.
Yeah. Hold on, but we can't end the episode without talking about Kyrie Irving.
The GOAT.
he's about to show up on what's it called? I think this next week.
Show up where?
Boardroom. Not the boardroom. He's about to show up on what's Braun's show? Like I know this off the top of my head. I'm blanking right now.
I forget the barbershop.
Barbershop.
The shop. He's about to show up.
Shop.
The barbershop is racist, Gage. Just because they're black guys in barbershop chairs, not making the barbershop.
Getting haircuts in a barbershop.
Guys.
It's not called the barbershop. All right, cool.
He's gonna be there for real? Is LeBron gonna be
He's
there?
on the shop this episode. No, Bron's not gonna be there, which leads
Why didn't they do that? That would have been great because I want to.
Hey, I'm gonna get started on my conspiracy theory of why Bron ain't on that episode.
Give me 2 minutes, right? The biggest thing that I don't like is that Kyrie left Cleveland when they figured out how to beat the Warriors. They figured it out. They won. Y'all dropped 41 points apiece. Who does that? Clearly, there's no problem with sharing the ball. Kyrie Irving he makes me mad to this day, but he's still the GOAT. So,
well, I think that needs to have a conversation because we all love Kyrie right here. Like we all do. Like Jarris, you love Kyrie with a backwards L. Like you love Kyrie.
Okay.
But like we all love and appreciate Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? But let's not pretend that Kyrie for 2017 is the same Kyrie in 2022. Kyrie ain't been the same in the last 5 years. Let's keep it a thou wow. Kyrie ain't been the same. Like, but when Kyrie Irving still a superstar? Like,
yes.
You say yes?
Yes, because like even though he's a part-time hooper and he's Martin Luther Irving and all that bullshit, like I just feel like even though he's part-time, when he's on the clock, he's punching the clock in, he's giving people the blues. Like he's still a top 5 point guard in the NBA to me.
I think well that's what I'm saying is like skill-wise, yes, but
skill-wise, yeah.
But when we talk about,
okay, so what do y'all mean by superstar? Like what do we
when we talk about superstar, we're talking about the highest of the high when it comes to consistency and performing among the best. They are the best. That's what superstars are. Superstars are the best among the best in their respective leagues. Kyrie hasn't been that in the last 5 years.
One of the best point guards in the NBA?
How do we measure the best?
That's what I'm saying.
It's like I think we measure the best in playoffs. Kyrie hasn't been one of the best players in the playoffs the last 5 years. He hasn't been good.
I mean, he was injured. The one KD had to do it by himself. He went against.
He was bad this year.
He wasn't.
He was bad.
The first game, I was like, nice.
Like nice.
The first game, I was like, that's the Kyrie I want to see, and the rest was just like, damn.
Yeah, the other 3 games expeditiously.
I'm trying to see like.
Look at bro with Boston. He was hurt and he wasn't that good. Like they were better without him.
I just don't like that.
Look at the next. I know it's a tough conversation I had because we all love Kyrie, but let's keep it a buck. Like he hasn't been the best of the best the last 5 years. He hasn't. Let's keep who as far as point guards, which have been better than him the last 5 years, right? Steph.
Yeah.
Luka. Trae
Young.
Trae Young's been better than him the last 5 years.
Russ, oh no,
minus
bro.
This year.
This is screaming bait.
Dame has been better than him. Am I lying? Dame's been better than him. Dame's been better than him.
Dame Lillard's better than Kyrie Irving over the last 5 years.
Better than him the last 5 years. Yes, he has.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
How is this even a discussion?
Because hold on, I'm with Jarris. The thing is, like, when Kyrie is on the court, even in the playoffs, like, Kyrie is that guy.
But the problem hasn't been. But you're getting the 2017 Kyrie. He hasn't been 2017 Kyrie in 5 years. Like, that's
but the thing is, Kyrie I know you don't like this. I know you don't like this term. He wasn't driving the bus in 2017. He was the secondary scorer alongside the best player of all time in LeBron James. Can we agree on that?
Yes.
He was the secondary scorer with LeBron James. He wasn't the secondary scorer against Kobe being Bryant. You said the best player. Well, I thought I should clarify that for the episode. Wait, keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, but what I'm saying is, Kyrie is the guy, but the problem is he's not the best player, as in the sense of like he can lead the team as his one, so like as a singular best player on the team. We saw it with Boston.
Okay. Easy reverse. Easy counterpoint.
What's the counterpoint?
Ain't he doing the exact same thing in Brooklyn?
He's the second best player in Brooklyn.
He was the second best player, and then he was the third best player, and he's been worse.
You think James Harden was better than Kyrie?
Yes. When they were together?
At that point?
Yes.
See, my whole thing is like,
look at their record.
I see what you're saying, but like just to take away the superstar status from Kyrie Irving, it's crazy.
But I think we should, because Kyrie Irving has the name.
We should.
But it has. But
the dude has his own signature shoe, bro. We can't.
He does. You know who has his signature shoe?
What I'm saying is,
you know who has his own signature shoe? Paul George. I don't consider Paul George a superstar.
We don't think Paul George is a superstar. I mean, like he's not elite, but.
Well, that's what like Paul George isn't a superstar.
Okay,
that might be this discussion.
Like, because like you said earlier, he still got the skill. So like,
but he hasn't been consistent. He hasn't been consistent enough.
He's been injured. He's been injured, and he's been part-time.
That goes into it.
But when he's fully on the court, when he's hooping, he's a super. Am I tripping?
But nobody has it. But he's been like this when he's been on the courts.
He dropped 60.
He also averaged 18. He also averaged 18 against Boston. He got swept.
He dropped 60, and I'm saying like I get it was against the Orlando Magic. They fucking suck. But I'm just saying like when he's there to hoop, he's a top 5 guard, like point guard in the NBA. Am I talking crazy?
I don't think so, Jarris. Because the thing is like, besides 2018. That was the year he averaged 23.8. After that, he didn't have a single season where he averaged less than 27.
You're looking at the number, but that's what I'm comparing him to all those other guys that are doing the same thing.
So you're saying Russell Westbrook is no longer a superstar?
No, I don't. Russell Westbrook is no longer a superstar.
Dame Lillard is still a superstar.
This year will be his last year
to see if he's still a superstar.
Yes, because he got hurt last year. But think about it. Before this past year that just happened, right? He's been better than Kyrie since Kyrie left Cleveland. That's a fact. Like, I know you like Kyrie. Dame has been better than Kyrie since he left Cleveland.
Overall, though.
Yes, he has.
I don't know.
Overall, Dame's been better than him.
I'm talking the last 5 years.
Since he's left Cleveland.
I'm saying, but he's been like, Kyrie's been injured. Like,
I get that, but that comes into it. I get Jarris. I get what you're saying. Like when he's on the court,
I understand that. I'm trying to see how to word it. Like when I think of like, I'm gonna go get a bucket. Like Kyrie Irving's gonna get a bucket before Damian Lillard gets a bucket. To me.
Yeah, but Damian Lillard could get me a bucket for 30 minutes for 82
and for 80 games. Yeah,
for 82 games, and Kyrie Irving can only give me a bucket for 60. It can give you the bucket for 82.
Okay, them some good 60 games though.
Hey, not even Kyrie's playing like 20 Kyrie, games, like, bro.
Like for some small chance like that, like Kyrie is listening. Like that's not what I'm saying. I love and appreciate Kyrie on what he does on the court and what he does off the court. I think he's scrutinized at an unbelievable level. But this is a fair criticism. This is a fair criticism. Like we know how skilled Kyrie is as a player, but hasn't been consistent, especially when it comes to the elite of the elites. Like I know we laughed about it, but look at Trae Young. He took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals, and Kyrie Irving has had a better team than him every single year.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's so hard when you're talking about him though, because
look at Luka. He's never had a good enough team. If you switch Luka on the Nets, they would have been won the finals. They would have been won it.
Well, it's because Luka's been healthy and Luka got vaccinated too. So, like,
what I'm saying is though, like, I feel like okay, you know what? Let's do it like this. If Kyrie ever doesn't show up this year, and I'm talking because regular season, I mean, he's part time.
Yes.
I'm talking in the playoffs. Listen though. I can't give you Kyrie Irving not a superstar right now because he's a superstar to me. Like, and I'm very biased. I get your points. I'm listening. I'm hearing you. But what I'm saying is, okay, I'm giving to you like this. This year, if you don't show up in the playoffs and they don't do what they're supposed to do, which I think they're supposed to win the final. They have to win the finals.
They have to make the finals.
Make the finals.
Make the finals.
If they don't do it and Kyrie Irving piss down his leg.
That's not happening.
If they don't do it and Kyrie Irving piss down his leg, I'll give it to you, Ethan. I'll give it to you.
Okay, fair enough. I would counterpoint with that. If he doesn't play elites of the elite level. I'm not talking piss down my leg because he pissed down his leg and then the Boston series. But I'm talking even if he averaged 24, 25, I don't want to, and they still lose. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I don't
care if Kevin Durant misses a game or two. I don't care if Ben Simmons misses a game or two. How many times is everything gonna go wrong for them for you to realize they just can't get it done?
But hold on.
This goes to Kevin Durant too, by the way. That we'll have a conversation for another day. Not whether or not he's a superstar or not, but whether or not he's out of the best player in the world conversation.
Yeah. But okay, but I'm saying like
we had this year.
Yeah, that's fine. And I agree with you. I think, we're going to need to start having real conversations about Giannis and, Luka. We'll talk about that later. But I want to go back to like one of your points real quick and kind of ask about something. Because you said that if Kyrie averages even like 28 or 29 carrying his team and they still don't make it to the finals, he's not a superstar. Because I feel like you could be a superstar and still not win games because that's what Luka is, right? He's a superstar and they haven't made it to the finals, but he's still putting up superstar numbers.
Guys, Kyrie Irving has not made the Eastern Conference Finals since he's left Cleveland, and Luka's had a worse. The Dallas team was very underrated, and I preached all year how good I thought this team was. Kyrie Irving has had a better team than them a better supporting cast every single year since he left Cleveland, and it's not close. And he hasn't even made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
But I don't think that doesn't make him not a superstar because like there are other factors outside of just
he
basketball.
Also hasn't shown up either.
I'm saying from a persona and also like a brand level thing. Kyrie is a superstar because he's a superstar. Like he's an engaging player, and part of the reason why he hasn't played is because of his personality and because of his brand. And I think makes him a superstar.
A lot of the
the whole argument is like when he's on the court.
Okay, but then by your standard of that marketing and the persona, is Colin Kaepernick a superstar?
To some degree, he's one of the most well-known football players.
But it's getting to the point now where Kyrie Irving is being more known for. With or without it, because he's had some playing it off the court, like when it comes to his publicity, but his play hasn't been superstar level. Let's keep it a buck. It hasn't. There's only superstar level. I only count like really the top 10, 11 players, right? Who's been better than him the last I feel like 5 years is a stretch because I think he's been probably the 10th best player in the last 5 years.
I guess it's also how you define superstar because for me, I don't really have like a top 10 or 11 guys who are superstars. I think like you could have superstars, like probably 20 superstars in the NBA right now.
I disagree on that number.
Yeah, if we're I'm just specifically talking about Kyrie Irving. Like he's a superstar. Because we're not talking about off the court. We're talking about when he's hooping, when he's like one of the best handlers of all time, when he's hooping and when he's present there on the court, he's giving your team the blues like he's a superstar.
But what I'm saying is, he has been giving people, but he's also not. Like he's also not.
And I get the playoff thing, right? But fucking Trae Young.
And I'm not even like talking about like the playoff is like the overall like. Whether you're a good player or not, obviously that's not what I'm saying. But we're measuring the best of the best, so we have to judge him by the highest standards.
Is he? But I'm like my biggest frustration is he not one of the best point guards in the league? What 5 point guards are better than Kyrie? I give it to Stephen Curry for sure. He just won the NBA Finals just now, but like Like, name me a good 5 that's better than Kyrie Irving outside of Steph. Trae Young is not better than Kyrie Irving.
The thing is, hold on,
Trae
Ethan is
better than him though.
Ethan, you're gonna give examples of guys who are. I don't think Trae Young is better than Kyrie Irving.
What are we talking about?
Ja's not better than Kyrie either.
Ja is close.
Ethan, look at me in my eyes and tell me Ja Morant's better than Kyrie. You're stupid. You think Ja Morant's better than Kyrie?
Would you rather have Ja Morant and Kyrie Irving?
I'd rather take 2 games from Kyrie Irving than fucking.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I won't go that far.
Put my fucking foot down. You gotta be fucked up. You think that Ja Morant's better than Kyrie Irving?
He's been better than him.
It's hot in this room. It's hot. It's hot. He's hot in here.
He's had better NBA seasons, but is he a better player? Not right now.
But he is though.
Can we do hypothetical? Let's do a hypothetical.
But my whole thing is that with you can have the skills, but production matters. If Kyrie's not producing at a superstar level, that's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact.
So Chris Paul's no longer a superstar.
I never thought. No, he's not.
Chris Paul. Hold on, Chris Paul's not a superstar now.
No, he hasn't.
Okay, see, I mean, again, I think it's the definition of the word superstar for you because I still think Chris Paul is a superstar point guard.
These are the guys who I think are superstars. Still, some might be aging out, but Giannis, Jokic, Luka, Braun, KD.
Those are my mega stars, though. I don't consider those like
KD, Kawhi, Embiid.
Okay.
And that's it.
You're missing a lot of good players. I mean,
no. I think Kyrie Irving is an all-star, a perennial, but he hasn't even made. How many all-star games has he made?
He won all-star MVP.
He has. That's one all-star. How many all-star appearances has he had in the last 5 years?
But all-star appearances, I mean,
they do matter. How many all?
They do matter, but like when you think about his injuries and again his off the court not being able to play all of the year before, all of the year prior, like those are things you have to take into consideration. And obviously, we're comparing these players, but
availability is a consideration because look at the guy. I think there's only 2 superstar point guards, and Ja Morant will join that very soon. I think only Luka and Steph are superstar point guards.
But do you think we'd be having this conversation if Kyrie wasn't playing in Brooklyn and he was playing in San Antonio and like he didn't have to worry about the COVID thing? He could stay unvaccinated and play in his hometown. Because that's what was happening is he didn't get to play half the season because he didn't even get to play in his the only time he got to play was when they were on the road.
I'm not even judging him from not because he played great. He played all the games against Boston, and what happened?
They should. I mean,
but that's just like one series. That doesn't.
And Ethan, that's where Gage's argument comes in. He hasn't been able to play with his team like that. So like
he chose not to. He chose.
I mean, he didn't ask the state of New York to put in those regulations to where he couldn't play.
You're right, but he chose. What they said, this is what it takes to play. He said, "I'm gonna do what I have to do. I'm gonna take into consideration what I think is best for me and my family," which he's obviously perfectly in the right for. But so is the NBA.
I don't know.
This is gonna lead to a different discussion, but that's how I feel. Like. And I support Kyrie Irving and wanted to do. I feel like he got necessarily criticized for it, but at the end of the day, he didn't want to. He didn't want to get the vaccine. Cool, don't get the vaccine. Don't play.
Okay, then he's not playing.
But he chose. But he chose not to.
Okay, and him not playing all those games in the season correlated into the playoffs because they didn't have team chemistry. You watch the games, they fucking up at the end of the game because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like there's no team chemistry there.
Fair. He also him and Kevin Durant also chose to get DeAndre Jordan that fat ass contract.
Yeah, but
they also had input in getting Steve Nash as the coach.
Okay, and if all of those are factors, then there's a whole bigger thing than Kyrie Irving just being a superstar. And that's the team. That's a team thing. I'm talking about Kyrie Irving as an individual.
hold on. Let's use that argument against you, Ethan. Do they hire Steve Nash if someone else on the Nets says, "Hey, let's hire Steve Nash"? No, they did it because Kyrie's a superstar. They wanted him in Brooklyn because he's a superstar. He's still a superstar.
Thank you, Gage.
If he's not performing, look at it now. So by your definition, if he wants to trade, because he's a superstar, we got to get rid of him.
If Kyrie Irving asks to go to any team in the league, any team will drop dead and pick him up. Right or wrong?
Kyrie Irving has damn near been begging the Lakers to come get him for 3 months.
Ethan, listen to what I'm saying. If Kyrie Irving was like, I want out of New York, you don't think the franchise are gonna go crazy to try to get him?
Some of them not as much as you think.
Man, I don't know, man.
Kyrie is a polarizing player, man. It's a really interesting conversation to have about this, and we want to hear y'all's thoughts in the comments, YouTube comments, and on TikTok and all that stuff too. So let us know. Do y'all think Kyrie Irving is still an NBA superstar? That sound kind of clickbaity. People are going to be like, what the fuck do they mean he's not a superstar?
Yeah.
Well, then they can watch the episode.
They can watch the episode. Yeah, watch the whole damn episode.
We've been talking the past 20 minutes about whether we think Kyrie Irving is a superstar, so come watch it. Gage, and I appreciate, I know we're getting towards the end of the episode, but I appreciate everybody that's been watching and listening. I thought today was a great episode, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know. Even though Gage got lit up on the fucking Instagram this morning.
I know, man. Man, y'all are leaving some crazy comments.
Keep doing it. Keep leaving him some crazy comments. Not me.
Yes,
I'm tired of being called the deformed Karl Anthony Towns. Enough is enough. I'm done.
Hey,
Ethan, you can start going defending yourself in those comments.
I really don't care, man.
I'm gonna have to step in, Gage, and they don't want that.
But right there, they don't want that.
I'll let our social media manager handle that. I'm cool. Those negative comments don't bother me, man. I'm chilling because I'm the host of our recording. What the fuck are you doing?
Bad.
All right. All right. Well, thank y'all so much for watching. Before we go, I was just about to say PSA.
You've done it so many times, man. You gotta have a good one this episode, man. End of the show, you know what we do, man. PSA, public service. What you got, man? We've talked the JID album. We've talked about MEKA. We've talked about remastering, creativity being dead when it comes to pop culture and just making movies and stuff like that.
Witchcraft.
Kyrie Irving is a superstar.
All right. I'm gonna reset. Kyrie Irving is a superstar in the NBA. And when I tell you my birthday, don't judge me based off because I'm a Virgo. Let's just leave it alone. I'm a human. You're a human. The stars and the moon.
I have foreskin. You have foreskin.
The stars and the moon have nothing to do with who I am as a person. Leave it at that.
I love it,
man. That's a great PSA, man. We're gonna start. We're gonna get Ashton on it. We're gonna start doing a PSA graphic and just block out.
Nice, awesome.
I'm gonna have Ashton start putting some crude clapping when we do this too, so it doesn't sound so lame. Because
now I'm gonna start clapping something else. If it's my fault.
All right, thanks for watching, guys. We really appreciate it. we're gonna cut out real quick. But it's been the young Rottweiler, Ethan Hamilton. And 007 Gage Sutton. Thank y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe and like, and we will see y'all next time.
Hey, is this thing on?